Hello again and welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis. As you all know, I'm trying to open Christmas, winter, Yuletide themed dolls at this time of year because obviously we're in December now. So I'm going to be opening this 3-pack. So this was for the ily4EVER Disney dolls, which was out last year. So this was out for last Christmas. I actually bought this just after last Christmas because obviously the price went down, which was pretty good. ily4EVER is an unfortunate title, mainly because Disney don't seem to be making their own version of these dolls anymore. I'm presuming that they're still being made by Jakks Pacific, but their versions are slightly different to the versions that Disney made, in that the Jakks Pacific ones do not have the inset eyes. They do have also a different body type, but I believe the clothes will still fit both kinds. So this will probably be the last 3 dolls that I get from the ily4EVER range. The ones that I've got already have the inset eye, so I don't really want to swap over and get ones that don't have it. But to be honest, I've probably got more than enough of these. So here we go. So this is the box. We're going to have a very quick look at the packaging. It's actually quite simple. They've really kind of stripped it back. I suppose the main stars are kind of there, in that the dolls are sort of there front and centre, and there's not a lot going on with the packaging. They were quite minimalistic with the way that they actually packaged the dolls singularly, and the fashion pack singularly as well, in that there was a lot of white sort of space, which is nice, because it does mean that it lets the product shine rather than the packaging. So we've got the logo down here. This is, or was, the ily4EVER Disney logo, the sort of the heart. And in the corner here, it's got a kind of a tag drawn on, and there's got to from, so you could actually put who it's from and who it's to. It would be tricky because it's kind of on that corner as well, so I'm not sure how you would manage to get your name on there, but it was kind of a nice idea. So yes, a holiday 3-pack. At the top we've got a handle, which is quite cute, I guess, and then on the back we've got an image of the dolls there, and kind of various sort of bits. There are meant to be surprises, although they've kind of pictured, I think, what you actually get there and put loads of question marks next to it. Like you don't know what you're going to get. I think you also get some sort of food items as well, which they had with the original dolls also. It says here, show off the holiday cheer in you with Disney ily4EVER. Happy holidays. So that's that. It's quite a nice image at the back, actually. And obviously they've got, I think this is kind of a scene from Disney World or Disneyland or any of the Disney parks, the sort of the main street. So that's quite cute. It's very Christmassy looking. So that is the back there. So I am going to get the dolls out and all the stuff, and we will have a closer look at them. So here we go. These are our 3 dolls and all the sort of accessories that they've got just there to the side of them. First of all, they were not the easiest things to get out of the box. It wasn't even that easy to actually slide out the section in the box that the dolls were attached to. The handle bit kind of got in the way, in that I had to basically sort of rip the box to get the handle to be able to release them. It was very complicated. Anyway, after they came out, it was a little bit easier, but there was a lot of tags in them all over the place. There were various sort of ties and rubber bands and stuff like that. But look, they're out the box now. It's just a word of warning. If you were hoping to be able to take them out of the box and put them back in again, I think that possibly isn't an option, unless you're Houdini or something and can get them out some other magical way. But anyway, here are the dolls. I think firstly we'll probably look at the dolls one at a time, and then we'll have a look at the sort of accessories that they come with. So let's have a look at this girl first. So I'm going to bring her up to the camera so you can see her face. There we go, hopefully you can see. So she's got very bright red lips. She's got some blushing on her cheeks as well. She's got a really nice face. They've all got, I would say, a sort of a Disney face. As if you looked at the dolls, you would say, oh yeah, that's a Disney doll for sure, just because of the sort of the face that they've got. She's got inset eyes, as they all have, as I mentioned earlier. Her eyes are very green. Also with this doll, she's got in this ear, if we can get to it. She's also got a hearing aid here, which just sits in the ear there. I kind of feel that it's a shame that the hearing aid is actually covered up with her hair like that, because if I hadn't known that she had one, I wouldn't have known at all, because I don't really look at the ears, and with the hair over it, I wouldn't have noticed. So I don't know if it might have been a nice opportunity to actually give a doll, one of these dolls, a shorter haircut maybe. Now, with these dolls, I can't really see any theme going on with them. Obviously they are dressed sort of festively and have got sort of branded clothes on, sort of Disney branded, more towards the parks than actual characters. So it's not as if any of them are Belle or Tiana or Pocahontas or anything like that. They are just kind of like dressed in sort of random stuff in a way. So yeah, I kind of feel that's a little bit of a letdown. I would have preferred if maybe they kind of gone the Frozen route even with at least one of them, and you know, given the other two sort of different sort of festive looks with other characters. But anyway, look, this is what we've got. She seems to be wearing what looked to me like pyjamas. I don't know if they're meant to. Maybe they're just meant to be sort of like tracksuit bottoms or something. So they're a sort of a green colour with sort of retro looking baubles and different sort of things on them and candy canes. It is cute. It is very cute. But yeah, to me it looks like pyjamas. I don't know why she got the hat on. Maybe that's to try and keep her warm, because she's got this sort of t-shirt here. This is a nice piece. It is red with sort of like flecks of glitter in it. And we have this motif on the front here, which says Main Street USA, which I think is the kind of the main street of the Disney parks as you walk down. There is a necklace here, and the necklace is basically looks like the lights that you put on a Christmas tree, which is quite cute. If we have a look at her feet quickly, she's wearing some trainers here. So these are white. They're kind of like a pearly white, and then we've got sort of silver as well, or grey. There is details on there. It's not just kind of like a flat colour either. So they have sort of put a bit of detail on there as well, which is good. They don't feel that good on her feet, to be honest. This one feels looser than this one, which I don't really understand. But yeah, I mean, I can't remember if there's been an issue with shoes on these dolls before or not. I don't think so, but these do feel a little bit loose. Her hair is very nice and soft, so it's a brown colour, and then we've got a sort of a deep purple at the back, which is quite nice. It's certainly kind of nicer this way than some of the dolls from the second wave of the ily dolls, which went sort of crazy and they all had sort of like wild streaks in their hair. This seems a bit more sort of subtle than that. So on the top of her head here we have like a woolly bobble hat. So the bobble is a pom-pom with sort of gold coming out of it. It's like a yellow pom-pom. And then the hat is red. Now this has got tags on, I presume, yes, I can see the tag. I haven't removed those. I think I was so fed up with removing tags out of everything else, I just left the hats on them. But obviously that could easily be removed. And obviously I probably will be doing that at some point. Her articulation is pretty much the same as all of the Disney ily4EVER dolls. So the head will kind of go either way. They're not great at staying in position, I have to say. I don't know if it's the way that they've jointed the head or whatever, but it's not like the Barbie tilt where you tilt it and it will stay. It can sometimes be a little bit temperamental, put it that way. There's then nothing in the body at all here, so she's got no waist articulation or anything like that, and nothing under the bosom. Her arms will go up and around. She has elbow articulation. She's also got wrist articulation here as well, which is always good. It's the legs really that have been the main issue with these dolls. The articulation they have with the legs, and I might actually take these down. because she does have painted on knickers anyway. So, these are the legs. The articulation with these is they bend at the hip here, and then you can bend them at the knee. Now, it seems to be the main issue is the legs can't really go any more up. So they end up sitting in a weird position where they can't put their legs together. And unfortunately, I've had instances where the leg has actually popped out of its socket because it doesn't like it. It doesn't like to be put in that position. It's kind of weird then also that they've given them double jointed knees, because that doesn't really help us either. As you probably saw earlier, she also has got a joint here at the ankle, and this joint I've also found issues with in that it seems quite weak, and that, you know, they don't stay in the position that they're meant to, which is obviously a bit of a pity with that. Particularly if you want to sort of give a doll all those kind of articulation, it's not ideal if the articulation unfortunately doesn't really work. That said, she does kind of stand up on her own. She's not on a stand or anything. She's literally just kind of stood up there. I wouldn't trust it for long, but she can actually stand up, which is good. So that is her. Let's have a look at the next one. So this is the boy ily4EVER doll from the pack. I don't have any of the boys. This is the first one that I've got. As far as I can see and as far as I'm aware, they all have the same face. It seems a bit of a shame because it means that it literally looks like it's the same guy, just in different outfits. It's a shame they didn't make the same kind of effort that they did with the girl dolls, but unfortunately that always seems to be the case when it comes to the boy dolls anyway. So let's have a look at him. We're going to start at the bottom, I think, first. So he's got these sort of boots on, which are very nice. They feel kind of rubbery. They feel more rubbery, perhaps, than the girl shoes does. We do have painted detail on here. So they are a brown, sort of shiny colour, and then we've got black soles. We've got black laces, and we've got sort of silver, sort of lace eyes. What do you call them? I don't know. I can't remember. The holes we put the laces through anyway. They've got silver on them there. We've then got this really cute pair of corduroy trousers. I really love corduroy, I have to be honest. And I do actually have a pair which is a bit similar to this. They are rolled up at the bottom, but there's kind of stitching holding it in place as well. They look really nicely made. Obviously they've got Velcro on the back, so you can remove them if you want to. But yeah, they are very nicely made. They look like sort of proper trousers, and it's quite nice. It's quite a Christmassy colour as well, having them this sort of deep, sort of plummy, purpley, reddy colour. So that is those. If we go to what he's wearing at the top, so I realise that I haven't taken some tags out here. So there's a tag basically attaching the shirt to the trousers, which makes no sense. I don't know why they've done that, or what they think the shirt's going to do while it's in that box. But yeah, so this is attached to the trousers. It's actually attached on both sides. The t-shirt seems to not be attached, which is fine. That's not going to run away. So the shirt, we'll go to the shirt first. So the shirt is meant to be a kind of sort of flannel-y, sort of tartan affair. I do like it. It is nice. We've also got rolled up sleeves, and the sleeves are, again, they're kind of stitched into place as well. The fabric is a little bit thicker, so there's a bit more body to it than just sort of like, you know, a fabric sort of shirt. There's no button details or anything like that on it. We do have a collar around the top here. Again, that is all stitched. It's quite a nice piece. As I say, it's kind of, it can kind of keep its body because it is a bit thicker than some of the other materials. We've then got the t-shirt. Now, this is like a white t-shirt. I'm assuming it's a t-shirt because it doesn't come down. Let me just check. Yeah, so it is a t-shirt. It is a t-shirt. So, oh, the things come out there. That's great. So yeah, it is a t-shirt. It's got the same motif as the top on the previous doll. So it says Main Street USA, and again it's got this sort of halo of Christmas lights around it. Again, there's no kind of raw edges, everything seems stitched very nicely. Let's have a closer look at his face, shall we? So here he is. So his hair has got product in. Now, as I mentioned, I haven't had a boy Illy doll before, so I don't know if all their hair is like that. It could be, only because I guess it's difficult to keep their hair in place. I kind of like the hairstyle that he's got. It's kind of a bit long and it's cut around his ears and stuff like that. But yeah, it's quite a nice cut. His hair is basically just a sort of a dark brown colour. If we look at his face, so he's got brown eyes. He's got sort of quizzical eyebrows, I would say. They kind of do that weird thing in the middle where they almost sort of look like they're going up. They're also brown. He obviously doesn't have the sort of makeup on, but his lips are a slightly different colour to his skin. I'm kind of guessing, although we will check, that his articulation is pretty much the same as the girl dolls. So yeah, he's kind of got that neck thing, but again, it's not that great on him either. So he's got articulation at the shoulder. He's also got articulation at the elbow, and he's got articulation at the wrist there. Again, there's nothing on the body at all. We then come down and he can... Yeah, his seem a bit worse, but maybe it's because he's wearing trousers. So his legs will move forward, but they don't really move back. That was kind of the main problem with the girl dolls, in that their legs don't really go back far enough for them to be able to sort of sit down properly or anything like that. But yeah, so he can put his legs forward, and he's got a knee articulation there, and obviously his ankles as well. So that is him. I quite like him. I like that I've got a boy version of the Illy dolls, at least one. As I say, all the others appear to be very similar to this one anyway. So, you know, it's kind of a bit of a shame they didn't make them a bit sort of different. But yeah, that's kind of it with boy dolls, unfortunately. So that's him. Let's look at the last doll. So she kind of has a few more bits to her, in a way that she's got a scarf. Now, this scarf had about 5 or 6 tags in it, basically attaching it around her neck, sort of joining it to itself, and then also attaching it to this skirt. Now, this skirt is made of sequins, so putting tags through this, first of all, and then into the skirt was not great. We've got holes here from where the tags were, which is kind of annoying, but this could have got really damaged with that. And it's that kind of, you know, once you've kind of damaged a sequin, there's not a lot you can do about it. So yeah, it's kind of a shame they did that. I don't think there is any damage, but it's just annoying. Unfortunately, there is damage to this, in that there are holes in it, which you possibly can't see. It's also that kind of material where the backing is white. So once you have a hole in it, you can kind of see that kind of like white background bit, if you see what I mean. But the scarf is okay. It's kind of the cheap material. It's basically the same material that they used for the first girl's sort of like pyjama bottoms. They've kind of doubled it over, obviously, and then at the end here we've got some tassels, which is kind of a cute idea. But it's not really a woolly scarf. It's not really going to keep her very warm, I wouldn't have thought. Although it is probably 100% man-made material, so, you know, she might be very hot in it. So that is the scarf. Obviously, I've not removed the hat from her head, but hers is like a white one, and it's got two pom-poms on the top. These ones are red, and they've also got sort of red sort of tinsel bits coming out. Let's get to the main issue with this doll. Oh, where have the shoes gone? They're here. I wonder why that is. Because the shoes won't stay on her feet at all. That's why. Let me put them back on again, and you will see how they don't fit. So here are the shoes. And as you can see, they're not very good. You just move her around a bit and they just drop off, which isn't really how shoes are meant to work, I wouldn't have thought. So I'm not really sure why these ones were that loose. I know that the sort of the sneakers or the trainers that the first girl was wearing, they were a bit loose on her feet, but they weren't like dropping off. These literally came off when I was getting her out of the box. Maybe that's why she was so sort of like tagged in and everything, just so that the shoes would stay in place. So look, I'm going to put those to one side because they're going to annoy me otherwise. As previously mentioned, she does have a really cute silver sequin skirt, which I like. It's very Christmassy. So that is sort of a layer of sequin material, and then it's over this kind of white sort of nylon-y stuff here, that kind of papery material. But there are no loose edges there. And also, you know, I think that's all been hemmed as well on the front, which is cute. She's got a waistband here, which keeps it all together. And there is Velcro on the back as well there to get it on and off. She's then got this sort of like sweatshirt on. I think of all the sort of the tops that they've got, this one is probably my favourite. I think because it's red and it kind of looks quite Christmassy. I know the first one was red as well, but it was kind of like a t-shirt, which you're not going to stay warm in, not really. At least with this, I feel like she might stay a bit warmer. Again, we've got this same motif on the front, which says Main Street USA. And again, it's got the sort of the Christmas light sort of effect around it. Everything on this, again, is all very nicely stitched. There's no loose edges or anything like that. And we have Velcro down the back here as well to get that on and off. I think she's got a very nice look. She's got these really cute micro braids, which are very soft. They feel very nice. They're all one colour, so it's sort of very sort of deep brown, black colour. She's got earrings in as well. So the earrings that she's got are heart-shaped. And with these ones, you can probably take them out. Yeah, so you can just remove them. With the earrings on these dolls, they don't have the bit that keeps them in the ear like Barbies do. These ones you can literally take out and kind of swap around and stuff like that. And with some of the fashion packs that you get, they do actually have earrings in as well. So that is the earrings. Let's have a look at her face. So her face mould is different to the one that we had with the first doll. I don't know exactly how many different moulds they used. I don't think there's very many of them. But they do seem to try and make them look different, even with sort of different makeup and different eye colours and things like that. So at least there's a bit of variety there. She's obviously got her sort of eyebrows sort of painted on. She's got eyelashes. She's got inset eyes. Her eyes are kind of like a browny colour, I think. And then she's got this really cute sort of plum coloured lipstick. And again, I think she's got sort of blushing on her cheeks, but it's a very subtle sort of makeup that they've given her. The one thing I did notice, apart from the shoes, was that her legs were also a little bit shaky. So I don't know what is going on there. So that is her. So let's have a quick look at these accessories that we've got here. So first of all, we've got this. So this is a backpack, which is very nice. It is basically sort of a rubbery plastic material. It's actually quite stiff. It's probably more plastic than rubber. There is a sort of a slit in it, but that is actually very stiff, so I doubt you'd even get anything in, so I don't know what the point of that is. It is obviously a red colour, and it's also got red glitter all over it. We've got a silver bow here, that's got red glitter on. We've got this kind of fake pockety bit at the front, moulded on there. There is a symbol. I think it's kind of the ily4EVER heart on the front there. We've got Mickey or Minnie Mouse ears at the top, just some black ears, and then we've got a handle there which can, obviously the doll can carry. We've then got at the back these two straps. So these are also very sort of glittery, red and glittery, which is quite cute. And that is actual fabric, so it's sort of like a ribbon. I think they probably use for that. So that is the backpack. We then got some food pieces. So this is obviously like festive food, which is great. So we've got this plate here, which has got some gingerbread men. There's 2 there, and they've got sort of like, I don't know, those are cinnamon swirl sort of ear things that they've given them. But that's quite cute. So that is them on a plate there. We've got this here, which is, I don't know, is it like a cake pop maybe? I'm not sure. I must be the only person in the world who's never had a cake pop, but I think that could be it. It's either that or it is a sort of a very sort of fancy looking toffee apple with various sort of like things to make it look like Mickey Mouse. It's got sort of earmuffs on by the looks of it and a little hat, and it's got the sort of little sort of tunicky thing that he wears as well. So that is that. Obviously they don't, you know, you can't take them off the plate, they're stuck on the plate. But they're just kind of nice pieces to have, you know, in the background and stuff. So that is that. And then lastly we've got this. So this is kind of a drink that they've got. Obviously they're going to have to share this between the 3 of them, so I hope they're not too thirsty. Obviously they can hold it because it's got this sort of handle thing on the side here. But again, it's very cute. It looks like it's got sort of Oreos sticking out the top. And we've got sort of like a red sort of cream thing going on with the white bit around it. And then we've got this kind of festive band going around the cup as well, which is very cute. So yeah, so that is the drink. So we've then got this. So this is the little bag with the surprises in. This is kind of a cute accessory as well, because obviously a doll can actually hold that. It's just a paper bag, but it looks very nice. We're going to take the stuff out there. I don't know if there's... I'm feeling there's nothing in this bit. I think this is just padding. Yes, there's nothing in there. We'll put that back in the bag. I can just make the bag look a bit fuller. So that's that. So here we go. Oh, okay. I thought they were all getting one, but apparently you just get one little surprise, and it's this. So this is a headband with a sort of a Santa Mickey Mouse. Obviously one of them could wear it. In fact, let's get one and see what it looks like on them now. I'm going to get the boy because he's not wearing a hat. There we go. He looks suitably delighted to be wearing that. I kind of felt it would be nice if they'd all got a little surprise rather than just here's one thing. And I don't know if all of these dolls, all of these 3-packs have the same surprise in. Let me know in the comments if you have this pack and what you got in yours. But it would be a real sort of swizz if there was literally just one prize in each one and it was all the same. But yeah, so that is that. So here they all are. I've given her the backpack and I've given this one over here the drink. And obviously he's wearing the Santa hat headband. What do you think of them? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you've had them and what you thought of them and how many issues you had with them perhaps. I'm quite happy with them, to be honest. I was expecting them to be difficult to get out of the box, and I knew that there were lots of tags in because I had watched other people unboxing them. I was also kind of aware of the issues that the dolls have with the articulation problems. I was expecting shoes that fit. I don't think that was too much to ask, but apparently in this instance it was. Maybe if I gave this girl some sort of tights or something, the shoes might fit on her better. I don't know. But let me know what you think of them down in the comments below. Please give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one. So until then, take care. Bye.